Ooh. All right, now I gotta get an extra shirt on. Whew.
What's up, y'all? I feel way better today. I didn't make no videos yesterday because my dad's funeral and I had the flu, and the temperature was over 100, and dealing with that was crazy. Not the outside temperature, my temperature. But we got all showered up. We in our duds. We doing that damn thing. Where's Tommy at?
There you
Hey,
go.
good morning. Morning, peeps. How y'all doing? We got some new lighting effects in the studio today. Look, got my hair done. Well, look,
Oh
I was
shit.
feeling bad, y'all.
Huh?
I said I was feeling bad. But
Yeah, you looked
that,
it.
that flu had whooped my butt. Yeah,
Puking
I
on
got a
the
lot of
left
backlash for having the flu on my dad's funeral and not going. Um, like a lot from my family.
Yeah.
Saying I was his only kid. Da 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 da. And, you know, I'm not gonna bring up any bad shit, but you know, Tommy. If you know, you know. And
Yeah.
me having the flu, I'm not going out there. I could have been COVID or whatever. It could be the new fucking daily disease. I'm glad I feel great today. I mean, I've had the worst flu, but it was pretty damn bad. It was mostly fever. And let me tell you, I sweated out till I smelled like a nasty 2 day old hot dog, bro. Whew.
Oh, that's normal.
Normal. Man, look, I took my
Normal
clothes off
here.
to get in the shower and I thought some bread was somebody was making some bread. I smell like yeast. My ass was stinking.
Oh, I don't know about smelling like yeast, but man, it's smelling a couple days without a bath.
Well, I was sweating the flu out, so it made it
Yeah,
worse.
I mean,
Like I had,
same
I had,
thing though.
I had a lot of moisture between
Sweating
the.
out the flu in sweat out the flu in one night is like not taking a bath for 4 days. It's about the same smell. It's terrible.
I hear you. Well, I ain't,
Yeah.
I'm not trying that one. I'll leave that one up to you. That's that's a little far fetched. I mean, if you
No,
ain't doing shit, if you can get used to it, you ain't around nobody. I guess.
I don't know if I get used to it.
I'm trying to be nice. I don't know what the fuck to say about that shit. God damn. Um.
Man, we left our we left our shower bag that had deodorant and all of that stuff. We left that there in Oklahoma and thought it was in the bike, and oh, it's horrible all the way. We was like we got to find it. It's down in the bike. We tore into that bike. I don't know how many times trying to find it, couldn't find it. Got here and finally had to go and buy some.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fine until you take your hoodie or something off and you get a whiff of that, and it's like, whoo, nope, yeah, it
I hear
sucks.
you.
Being on a motorcycle going across the United States without, yeah, I mean, you take a shower at the motels and stuff, but have you ever noticed that the stuff the shower stuff that they give you at the motels, that crap don't last no more than about an hour or two. You smell good coming out the motel for about an hour or so, and then that shit wears off.
Did they have a
We was
laundry?
Huh?
Did they have a laundry mat? I mean, did you
At
miss
the
the
at
step?
the
I'm
at
fucking with
the at the motel, man, we were packed so tight we couldn't hardly get in there to get any changes of clothes or anything. So
you.
wouldn't have
Yeah.
done us no good if it was. I wish they had a laundromat out here. They got a lady that does laundry though. She's got a whole big old solar thing for laundry. but she's always busy. Of course, we gotta go to the laundromat.
Busy doing
Pretty
laundry.
soon. We're running out of clothes ourselves.
Busy doing laundry,
No, I said we have a lady here that does laundry.
and she's
She's got
busy doing laundry.
yeah, yeah. She does laundry like if, if there was a way to set up a washer and dryer, somebody could start a laundry business here and not even come close to affecting her at all. Yeah. I mean, there's no
Sounds
laundromat. The laundromat in Nyland is closed down. I think they got it all locked up and stuff. I mean, it looks like it has some machines in there and stuff. I guess they thought it was just it didn't pay out enough.
yeah.
But they had a lady out here to slabs. She's got a solar system and everything set up, and how she does it, I don't know. I don't know if she has a regular washing machine or not, but
Hmm.
it's probably done by hand.
Right.
But it's a good idea. I mean,
Man, it looks like I'm frozen. I gotta go make some coffee.
well,
Well,
you're
what?
frozen.
I ain't frozen. I just put you on the screen so I can go make coffee.
You're frozen on the screen.
Yeah, I put you up a picture. See,
That's
look,
a
I'm right
picture.
here.
Oh, yeah,
I just put
okay,
up a picture so
okay.
I can go make me some coffee. Here,
Oh, I
that
didn't hear that part. I thought it was frozen. Oh, now I got a different picture. Hmm. Oh man.
Lord, y'all, I'm gonna have to clean my house now. I went 2 days. It didn't get too bad, but I went a couple days without cleaning up and shit. You know, so I did sweep though. I did sweep because I know my sick ass was gonna want to lay on that floor, and I laid on that floor right next to my baby coffin, and I finally got it out. I sweat the hell out of that thing out, sitting there like this. That's probably what I look like right there, y'all. Like a sweaty mass that's just coming off
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Well, there's two big old clouds of smoke.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that burning two different places?
Where you see that shit at?
Huh? Oh, looking over Slab City.
Well, I'm trying to
You see it.
look. Is what I'm saying. What's up?
You're not gonna see it. It's not aimed that way. And I
Oh
don't know if you can see it on the camera.
no. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. I was wondering if it was going to straighten up after you zoomed in, but it did. It looks pretty cool, Tommy. Actually, what a sunrise right there. Oh,
Right
no,
here.
right here. Yeah,
Yep.
damn. You see it bouncing off them clouds. Now I'm gonna ask you: if the Earth was flat, how the hell would it get underneath them clouds?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I got a better question
It
for
could
you.
have been square, huh? Oh, I forgot about the
Hey,
square.
yeah, the square one. Hey, yeah, the square one. No, it's a cube.
Cube. Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's a cube.
A
No,
square cube.
the same thing could be said the other way. I mean, if you look at the clouds when they stretch out all the way to where the sun is coming up or the sun is coming down,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the reflection off of the sky above the clouds.
Mm.
Same way. It's the same question. I mean, how can you do that if it's round? That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
There's
So
101 this way and 101 the other way. You know what I figured out on that? I
what?
figured out I'm going to find out the answer when God takes me home. because there ain't no way in the world you're gonna find the answer with all these crazy lunatics hiding shit.
I know the government's fucking crazy. Elon Musk
Yeah,
come
I
out.
seen another thing. I'm subscribed to the NASA thing, and so
Uh huh.
I get updates from NASA that is meant for like NASA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are the with the NASA crews? You could get into their Facebook groups, and I got into one years ago, and I've been subscribed to it for years, and I seen a thing a couple of weeks ago talking about they were setting everything up, getting ready to take off and go to the moon again.
Uh
And I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, yeah, right, okay. And then I just seen it. It's leaked out with other people on Facebook. They're talking about they're supposed to be going up there to go to the moon Friday, and nobody's saying anything about it. Nobody's commenting.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. It may not even be true. It could be some bullcrap that I ran across, but
Well, let me
I
get my
find it
notes from
pretty
this
interesting if
morning.
they're trying it again. Why would you? How would you try again if you succeeded the first time, or at least told everybody you succeeded the first time? How are you trying again?
Elon will come out with it. Elon's going up there. He's
Elon's done shot how many missiles up there and ain't been able to penetrate the firmament? Yeah, right. He ain't getting up there. Ain't nobody else
he,
getting up there either, I don't think.
he's getting up there.
If they do, they
Uh,
do. I'll be surprised.
look, he's not gonna send people. You know what I mean? Now, when we go to the International Space Station, that's still within our gravitational pull. That's the only reason why it stays in place. But
Mhm.
what he's talking about is taking these rockets and sending AI humanoid robotics that they don't have to look humanoid, but they have to be more functional
You ever
and
hear
use.
a hey, did you ever hear a kid in high school or in grade school, when they were over imaginative and they would tell a story that was like, yeah, crap. That's kind of what that sounds like when y'all talk about the space center and shit. It doesn't make sense.
I tell you what, who it makes sense to though, Elon Musk. He's big. He's a
And
trillionaire.
he ain't made
So
it
why
out
you
of the
sit?
atmosphere.
Come on, bro. You can't even speak on that.
Yeah, I can.
Not really.
Yeah, can you?
You are at the
Can you? Have you been anywhere to see anything other than what NASA tells you?
like. What do
Have
you
you seen
mean?
it with your own eyes? Have you been up in the sky far enough to see the
No.
roundness? Have you ever?
Hell no.
All right.
Hell
So
no. We
all
just
you
like
have
you.
is all you
Just
have is what NASA tells you, and NASA is the
fuck
biggest
NASA. I don't. Yeah.
scam place ever.
NASA's okay. NASA give us a timeline for life on Earth. What was that? Since you got the messages,
I don't.
they just did the study.
Yeah, I don't know what was it. I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, something like that.
It was 1 billion years.
1 billion years. No, that wasn't what I seen.
That's what I seen. In order for organic life to be stable for the rest oxygen level on the
Oh,
Earth
I
is
didn't see
another
that one.
1 billion years, and
In order
that's
for
got to
that
be
to
our
work,
first stage of
oh,
human
okay, okay,
extinction.
okay. How old is it? Okay, I thought you said how long we got left.
That's what I said.
No, they can't predict that. That's been predicted over and over and over again, and it's been false every single time. They're not going to predict
Right,
that.
because you can't predict the timeline between and what we're doing to increase it or decrease it. So you're right, and that's my thing on it. You're exactly right on that. But on their new supercomputer, because they have the biggest supercomputer, and that's what they did. They said there's still 1 billion years of sustainable
Well,
oxygen, and then once the oxygen go, an organic life that eats carbon and shits oxygen like trees. Once they can't sustain life, then the rest of us
well,
will go.
I've learned that trusting God over man is essential. And God says that man can be trusted, especially these the ones that believe they know everything. And that describes NASA completely. They can't be trusted,
Yeah, it
nor
does.
can the
I thought you was
government
talking
be
about Eli.
trusted.
Elon just sat
So
up there and told
everything
you
we were
he has
taught,
no
yeah.
idea,
So
but he knows
everything we
what
were,
he can do.
so everything we were taught is questionable.
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Everything we were taught was questionable. Hell yeah. I mean,
We believe that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, and but never questioned who was the photographer. We believe that Mickey Mouse was alive, but never realized that he's just a drawing on a piece of paper. We believed all this different things growing up that we were taught from different ways, and 90% of it's become false.
motherfucker said Mickey Mouse was alive. Okay.
Well, I mean, I had to go back way young. it,
I was like, damn.
it
Okay, you just threw that one in there. That was funny. I was
we
like,
were
but
taught
what?
we were taught Santa Claus comes down our chimneys. Well, what about us that lived in
Yeah.
damn trailer houses? We didn't have chimneys. Where the fuck he come through?
We didn't
But
care
we
as long as the
believed it.
presidents
We
got
still
there.
believed it. Believed
Yep.
in the tooth fairy too. I feel sorry for any kids watching. Nope, none of that shit's
Look,
true.
look. Let you feel a little bit better about Slab City and that beautiful, beautiful sunset that I'm looking at right there. Um, in Portland, Oregon, bro, they are
Sorry
rioting
to
to
be
the
taking
point
some time to
where
come out of it.
where
Go ahead.
police is where police is not even fucking responding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they left ICE agents on their own, and the governor of Oregon, which is Tina Kotex, she needs a Kotex over her fucking mouth, um, is siding with Antifa. But you can look at this bitch and see that she's gonna side with Antifa and any fucking rioting ass motherfucking organization that comes out there. But anyway, these motherfuckers pulled out a gun on Nick Shirley and escorted him back to the car.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
and then they made him get away from the rioters because he was recording. Said they were gonna bust his camera. At DHS, sniper put a fucking lit his ass up, and then he backed off. They going crazy over there in Oregon. Trump even says they talking about ain't no violence. We don't need no military action. Bitch, you need something. You need God. Is what you need. You need
what did
Tommy
that
to go
start
down there
over?
and help you get some God, bitch. Damn.
What did all that start over?
The ice. That's what it
Yeah, what did
starts
all
over.
that start over?
It started on Border Patrol.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Border Patrol. Somebody crossed a line that our people are some well, it depends on how much of what you got in you, but that they come over here and crossed and took over this country from the Indians, essentially. And now we're literally looking at a civil war over the fact that man, a man, flesh and blood man, walked over a fucking imaginary line. Same line we crossed, our people crossed years and years ago and divided everybody and put the damn line there. It's stupid.
Look,
Land is land and people are people. There shouldn't be any daggum borders. You shouldn't be able to stop somebody from. If I wanted to go to Africa and live, I should be able to. You know what I
right,
mean? If one of them want to come over here, whatever.
right.
That's just a bunch of nonsense, and it's starting over stupid shit.
And it's making, and I'm gonna tell you, this ain't the first time we did this. This is, New
I'm
Orleans
right
used to
here. I'm
sell
right here at the border.
marijuana
Look,
in
I'm
in
right
the
here at the
bars.
border. Yeah,
Okay,
but
well, I'm
I'm
gonna
right
talk
here at
over
the
you.
border. I don't. Not many people have the same outlook out here. A lot of people are all for the border. Go ahead. What was you saying? I'm sorry.
Well, this ain't the first time we done this. The
Oh, I
swamp
know.
of Mexicans come in New Orleans and took over, and they blamed them. They said they were raping people. They were doing this. The same exact shit. History repeats itself. I got a whole book right here. Look, that's all about ICE,
Yeah,
ordinance, and
stupidity repeats
riots
itself.
and what's going on. Um, that's pretty much every newscast I've done this year. But anyway, this ain't the first time. New Orleans used to sell marijuana cigarettes right out the thing. They used to have smoke shops and shit up in there. All right. And then they was like, nah, fuck this. Fuck this. We in order to get the Mexicans out, we gotta start cracking down on them. First thing they did was cracking down on marijuana. And made it a schedule 3 of all fucking things. Come on, bro. It grows out the earth. It's a schedule 3. Doesn't have to be processed. You don't have to process this. You don't have to take no electricity and make marijuana.
I think
Anyway,
one of us is confused on which way that scale goes.
what?
You said they made it a Schedule 3, and it's like it's worse now, or they had to put restrictions on it. But I'm
Well, they
thinking
made a
the
schedule,
Schedule
yeah.
1 was
Whatever
the
the
no,
strictest is, a schedule of
no,
1.
no, it changed it to a Schedule 3 from a Schedule 1.
Tommy probably knows what he's talking about. Anyway,
I mean, in other
it went
words, it's more legal than it was before. I believe, if I understood it right.
yeah, they
Maybe
did that
not.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Trump signed a federal order to make it.
yeah, because it's going to help a lot of people that are in need of it. A lot of people that are in chronic pain, and a lot of people that are in that um, fight with voices in their heads and so on. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally put me in there while I'm lighting a joint. Yeah.
Yeah, fighting voices in your head, dude.
I always fight
Hey,
voices in my head. Now, that's something any child or any person that's went through trauma, like
yeah,
there's traumas you can blow off, but there's trauma that sticks with you. And I
yeah,
used to think, man, that ain't a man. A man will fucking drop that shit and let it ride. Man, I'm 48 years old. I'm
yeah.
standing
That's
here
what
right
we're
now.
proud of in the Carter
I've
boy. I
been,
was,
I was molested. I was beat. I was mentally abused, and I'm still a man. I'll say it. And I'm still a man today. But yeah, I growing up as a teenager, when those things are on your mind, you think, man, am I a man? Will I ever get to be a man? Because this happened to me? Because this don't happen to men. But that's another misconception that America wants you to think, or just in general wants you to think. Things happens, bro, and it's what makes you you. Is how you deal with those things. You know,
right.
I ain't really had no fucking parents. My daddy just died, and I probably in my whole life maybe spent 5 years with my daddy out of 48 years. My whole life. And I
Yeah.
doubt it was probably closer to 3 years. Um,
If it was
like,
that long, that surprises me.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, y'all never were around each other.
No, he didn't want to be around
Paul, Paul took off. He never did come around very often.
me. No.
He'd be close and still not come around.
Yeah.
That in person.
What's up, baby? I feel way better. I took a shower. I got up and shaved. I ate. Now I get my mind right. What are you doing,
Ooh,
Rachel? I think she hung up.
damn it, he's on that live again.
Yeah. Uh,
It gets addictive. It
well,
does.
I got
Once
Starlink.
you start getting a lot of viewers and stuff, it gets addictive.
Yeah. Um. Well, if I was able to be on live, like the only way I can get on live with this tablet is to here. But me and Tater are gonna go out today if she feels better, and we're gonna take this book out. I don't know if y'all can
Yeah.
see it, but it says the complete guide to edible wild plants, mushrooms, fruits, and nuts. How to find, identify, and cook them.
Hmm.
So we're gonna do some research, see
Nothing.
which ones we can find in our area, and go
That'd
out
be.
and document what we found. And we're gonna use her phone, so we're gonna
Hey, if you
try to
happen to
do a
run
video.
If you happen to run across anything that would be out in the desert, take a picture of it and send it to me.
I was thinking about actually sending you the whole book.
Well, that would be
Um,
cool.
yeah, because you would probably need it more than I do.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of different things, well, never mind. I'll talk to you later about that.
but it has
You know,
recipes in here now. Prickly pear. That's something that looks like it's out in the desert. It looks like it's a cactus.
prickly pear, cactuses you can eat, or cacti.
It's got that thing.
Yeah, that'll be up like in Joshua Tree and stuff. That's up
Yeah.
in the higher region. Yeah, we ain't got none of that crap out here.
Well, you might want shit.
Well, I've found one cactus. One cactus. The whole time I have been here, I have found one cactus, and it was when I was welding up the hinges. They actually planted a cactus out in front of that jail, and my dumb ass backed right into it. Yeah, like part of the plant stuck to my leg, was stuck through my thick work jeans plus a pair of sweats underneath there, and in my leg, stuck all the way into my leg. So it
Well, they
hurt.
got the Indians. We we ran them off this land and
I
cut
know.
down most of their oak trees. They would live next to these oak trees that would just grow and grow. The oak trees made the land strong, and it also fed the people with through acorns. And they would literally crush these acorns and rinse them till they got regular water out of them. The water would be a reddish tint at first. That reddish tint is a chemical. It starts with a T. I don't remember, but it's very poisonous. So if you don't cook these things and process them right, it can be very bad. But if you do it right, it is like you can make bread. You eat a piece of bread, it turns into sugar. It doesn't really last. But you can eat some acorn bread, and it has as much fat in it as salmon, and will stick to you. It won't decompose into sugar. It'll stick to your ribs and last you most of the day. And it has most of the nutrients in it that you can survive off of. You can't just survive off the bread we got today. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be lacking any fatty acids that you need.
We got we got bimbo bread here. Bimbo.
I don't be eating them bimbos, man. They be letting everybody go
It's
down on 'em. What
bimbo
you talking about?
bread. You think I'm joking? I'm serious. It's
What is?
bimbo bread.
I don't know what that means.
Bimbo bread. It's called bimbo bread. That's the name of it. It's bimbo bread.
Okay, so it's just regular like wheat
It's
bread
the
or
name
regular
brand.
flour bread.
It's regular white bread. It's
Uh,
just the name brand is bimbo.
oh, okay, okay, okay.
Like you got you got bunny bread, and you got the the cheaper one, what is that, natural oats or whatever it is, and you got all the different name brands and stuff, and then here they got bimbo. Yeah, I tripped out when I seen it at the store. I was like, what the heck?
They're
It's
like a
actually really good bread though. I mean, for white bread, i
oh,
i,
it says.
I like honey wheat. I
Oh
like wheat
yeah,
bread.
bimbo. Yeah, they make candy and everything. They're out of Mexico. When I seen it,
Yeah,
the dude just made a comment. Yeah, they make
the
they make a bunch
super
of stuff.
cheap Latin
Super
version
cheap
of
Latin version
baked
of baked
goods.
goods.
Yeah, yeah.
Mexican bread. Yep. Yep. Because we go to the Mexican store, we have lots of Mexicans in our town. We have chicken plants, and without these Mexicans here, if ISIS ever come here, we would fool. I don't know what Tyson would do. Man, it is.
Well,
They done came in our little town, and it wasn't that bad. But let me tell you, we are like 90% Mexicans
oh,
and
I know.
Guatemalans. My
I,
bad, Guatemalans.
I was there when they came in and raided at the chicken plant.
Yeah, but they didn't hurt us because most of our people were legal. They had
No,
already.
they didn't know nobody. I come around the corner. Look, I come around the corner from my department over there. My department's kind of tucked off on the other side, and you
Hmm.
can't really see it, especially the way that they came in. They had no idea there was a department over there. A whole department of people. I had like 30 people in there. I come walk around the corner because my lead didn't. come back with the pallet jack. I was like, "Where in the hell is he at?" I mean, I had another pallet ready to go. It was holding everything up.
Hmm.
I pulled my head around the corner, and they got them on the floor of the chicken plant. They got them getting some of them, the ones over there by the marination area. Yeah, they had them down on the floor. It didn't come out of nowhere. I just backed up. I was like, I have a whole department over here. Just and they come in there and got us all with our hands up and escorted us into the break room. Yeah, they went out the back and shit. They jumped. Some of the Mexicans jumped the fence back behind the thing and took off through the woods. Everything they took off through there. Ask around. You're there. Ask some of the people that were there at the time. Oh, Boyd works up at the um oh the real crazy dude, real big black guy, like crazy as could be.
So
He
they
worked over
already
there at the
came.
store. Huh?
If they already came, then most of our Mexicans are good then. Cause I heard they came, and yeah, you verifying it. But
Yeah.
all of my little Mexican friends, they still there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean the ones that
But
it was no
but
sanitation and stuff.
prior to them showing up, we knew the possibility was already there that they were going to show up. We got a heads up, and we distributed that information as we were told to by the boss. And the day that they were all there, wasn't hardly any Mexicans there. There wasn't very many. There wasn't very many up in there.
I
They all
mean,
took the day off for like 3 days straight. They took the day off. They took like a 3 day weekend
yeah,
in the middle of the week.
I bet. I mean, it's better. I mean, my family's French,
Good
and
morning, Robin.
we stayed down in Louisiana. I did my family tree, and on my dad's side of the family, all of them, they came over on these boats, and I guess it was some type of religion. Tommy, maybe you know. Let me see where's it at. I had wrote it down. It's called. Let's see, Jean Lafitte, Jean Baptiste Gilliard, my great grandfather. All right, he fought at the Lainsburg War in France or somewhere, lost, and got shipped to France, and then took the first thing smoking Louisiana. All right,
Mhm.
I seen the name of these boats, but somebody's a Quaker boat ship. There it is.
Oh, the Quakers.
Yeah, Thomas Cox in 1640. In 1669, left England on a Quaker ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm basically English and French. So epitome of the fucking American thieves. Don't you fucking
Yeah.
love? Supposed to be Indian, y'all. I knew I had too much hair for that. And so
We
I
got.
really inherited the hate of my own fucking people on a lie from my family, which I fucking love it because as you get older, the more I learn that they fucking just love that shit.
Yeah.
They absolutely love to corrupt the family lineage and fucking. I mean, it was
We
man,
need
it's
to go
crazy.
towards. We need to go toward moms and grandmas and get our Indian side. I
You
know
can't.
it's. I know
You can't.
the
There, I've
Arkansas.
found no such Indians in our family.
Yeah, they're there. I've already found that part.
Uh,
I just couldn't find enough of it to get a Indian card. It's there.
We're not
We're
on
looking
the
around the
road, and
spot.
it does not tie back to us.
It ties back to us if we can find it where it ties to grandma.
I have Jody's card, Indian card. Yeah, we was able to get Indian cards. Um,
Wait,
but
you had Jody's Indian. Who was able to get Indian cards?
Jody,
Well, then we all should be able to.
I can't because I don't. Okay, my mom was on my birth certificate, and then she's got.
Your mama and my mama are sisters. My mama was more Indian than you know what to do with. You could tell by looking at her. Your mom, you can you can tell she's got Indian in her.
She's blonde headed. No fucking Indian there.
You never seen a blonde-headed Indian?
Look, if there's any Indian, it's gonna be on Grandpa's mama's side, which that's where they saying it. But figuring out her last name after 4 hours on this internet trying to figure it out is impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not documented online. You're gonna have to go sit somewhere and figure this out.
Hmm. Yeah, probably.
I had Gronk, I had supercomputer help me. I mean, yeah, it happened a little bit. I got a little bit
Well,
of
mom
answers,
was
but
able to pull some stuff up, but I never did find out what she pulled up. She just never applied for the card. But
look, I
see,
think.
I
I,
mean, why would mom not be able to? Jody, her brother, did. Full brother.
well, do you have your mama's card?
Mom, I don't know. No, she never got a card, or maybe she did. No, no, I don't remember her ever getting a card.
Now our Dole side
Yeah.
stops at stops at 1749 in Virginia, and they were not Indians. They did not mix with Indians. And too long of Dole's marrying a Maddie, a Vaughn, a Betsy, a Thorpe, a Richardson, and down to Pearl. That's where the Indian would have to insert. And what I got is Pearl James, James being her middle name.
Hmm. Yeah.
So if we have the marriage license, her maiden name is not on the marriage license,
Oh.
and there she, and because they don't have their last name or the maiden name, it's hard to look up a birth certificate.
Well, wait a minute. If you got Jody's Indian card, then we can go off of that. We
No,
can
you
take
can't.
his
I
Indian card
can't.
up.
I'm gonna tell you why I can't.
Why?
Because Grandpa put some crazy motherfucker as my mama's daddy. Remember, he went down to the morgue, read the fucking toe tag. This is the story we get from this crazy ass family. Went
Yeah.
down in the morgue,
I
got a
thought
name
y'all
from a
got that
fucking toe
straightened out.
tag, and named Mama Gray.
I thought y'all got that straightened out.
No, we never got it straightened out.
I figured
Tammy's daddy.
when you got around Paul again years ago, I figured y'all got that straightened out, didn't you?
No, I don't have nobody on my birth certificate other than my mom.
Huh. Yeah.
But anyway, the only way we gonna figure it out, do some 23andMe, bro. Do some DNA.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, it states that it don't give a fuck what your blood is. The Indian blood has done blood out. The Indian blood stayed on the reservation supposedly. Um, but if you can't get your documentation to that row, but if through DNA you can, I guess, right? You should be directly related to somebody on that row that was on that road so many years back.
Right.
So I don't know. It depends on it's whatever's in the DNA. That's where it is.
I wish it wasn't so difficult, but you know, I guess we come from a family of basically gypsies. They, you know, all the documentations and stuff like that kind of get lost after, my son ever goes back and find anything on me. I've, I've traveled around so much and lost things everywhere that it's a spider web to figure it out.
Yeah.
Trust me, I go through the ringer every time I got to try to get another one of my another copy of my birth certificate or social security card or anything else because I've lived so many different places and have had so many different addresses and stuff. But maybe there'll be something in there we can. I was
Maybe.
told
I
a
mean,
while back. I was told a while back because see, Selena's got an Indian card. She's Indian, full Indian. Um, and we were talking about it, and I had spoke to somebody on the phone through the Choctaw, and they said that they help you go through all your lineage say that word.
Yeah,
I don't. I can't say it. You know what I'm saying.
the
Anyway,
lineage. Yeah,
yeah,
I
lineage.
mean, I don't. I mean, from what your mama, I mean, your mama accomplished this. They had cards. Your mama had a card, and everybody she wanted to have a card had a card. And
Yeah,
it
but
was
I
some
don't
people
have any
were,
of that information, and I don't hear from Pops very often. And when I do, it's always, yeah, I could get you that information, but I never meet up with him and get it.
yeah.
We always have other things going. We meet up, you know.
I'm trying to think where that card is. I know it's not my safe, so it's got to be in the file. Let's, yeah, I filed it somewhere. Um, going through that separation just was crazy. Took all my stuff, packed it up, separated everybody's stuff, and then bringing it back and not putting the stuff back like it was because you done did this, you might do this again. My OCD is crazy.
Mm.
Anyway, you want some toast? Mm-hmm. You want some egos? Okay. You want to take some medicine this morning? What do you mean, no?
Sam, don't be deleting messages. If you're gonna say it, leave it up there.
What is it?
I was telling Sam that if he's gonna say something, leave it up there. Quit deleting the messages. If he deletes the messages, he gets kicked out of there. Because if they're gonna say it, they say it. There ain't no point in taking it, erasing it. If you want to say something mean and hope somebody catches it and whatever.
Man, yeah, speak whatever you feel, man. We ain't,
I hate when they do that. They always delete it real quick because they don't want to be caught. Somebody take a snapshot of them saying something like that or whatever the case is. They always delete it.
sounds fun. Sounds fun.
And if you're not saying anything to get blocked, then there ain't no problem, right?
Ain't no problem.
So what you got going today?
All right, God. I don't know. I'm probably gonna make some videos and
Yeah.
I don't know. Get ready to make some carnival videos. Because that's coming up. We're starting to have some meetings and stuff coming up. We're doing
Mm,
some online activities about what we're gonna do for the year. Uh,
oh,
like we're implementing different things. I thought who was gonna be my assistant is now not gonna be my assistant. So um, you know, it is what it is, bro. Well, we just gotta take it day by day, I guess, because you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
right.
Some people go, some people stay. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alien abduction.
What you want? Jelly on it?
A rabbit. That's what we call the gravitron,
Nothing.
or they're called alien abduction also. But that's the thing I ran.
You know what I thought about doing?
They just want to ride or run. What?
Now you can share a live like videos.
Uh huh.
Like carnival incidents and stuff.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and then us commenting on these carnival incidents, how they think they may have happened, or you know,
Yeah.
was it like fucking negligence, or because some of them are obviously negligent, and you would think it was just mechanical failure, but it was not. It was definitely operator failure. And some of them that were operator failure, was not operator failure, was mechanical failure. Um, Different things, you know what I mean, or corrosion and a lack of fucking oversight.
Right.
On the biggest ones. It's crazy. I still can't find nothing about the Superdome.
Oh yeah. It's scrubbed all that, didn't they?
Yeah, scrubbed everything, man. Still can't find it.
Yeah.
Well, the Superdome is one of the biggest carnival disasters of all time, probably, and it was scrubbed from history thanks to our very convincing uncle. Yeah, he had it gag ordered and gag ordered, and man, something. Those of you that know, and still
And
can't
now
find that
they're sitting
information.
there rotting away in the trailer.
That ain't rotting away. It's on a carnival running, man. What are you talking about?
He's running on a carnival again?
Oh no, I thought you was talking about the ride. I'm about to say that
No,
ride making money.
I said now he's rotting away in a trailer and uh, 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 across from his old home and everything.
Yeah, one that he sold.
Huh?
There you go. No, no, nothing. Just toast. Okay. I had to get Tater some toast.
Ah,
She's in the other room. Take me a minute.
yeah.
Got ventilators and humidifiers, and I got the medicine. I got some medicine in the humidifiers. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she fucking inhales it. I don't know. She refuses to take any more medicine. We make her take the antibiotics because the strep throat ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
But I was told that Tamiflu had the side effects on Tamiflu was crazy, and not to give them to your child if she does not want them, because she could be suffering some type of side effect that makes her not want that, and just not being able to verbalize it as a 6-year-old. So I took that to heart, and she is not getting no damn Tamiflu. I haven't really looked up the side effects to it, but that was enough to scare me coming from a fucking pediatric. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Hmm.
Yeah, they said they do not subscribe to Tamiflu whatsoever because of the side effect, unless somebody asks for it.
Hmm.
Anyway, so who's I see 7 people on there. How we can tell who the 7 people are? What's up?
You can. You can't. That's why we call them lurkers because they don't talk. Nobody says anything. They just
Man, you
sit there
got
and
to.
listen.
I mean, you can if you want to. You want us
Yeah.
to
But
investigate something,
that's
talk
what we
about
call them is
something.
lurkers. And
Just put it out there.
yep. I mean, it's great that there's people coming into the room. So that's fine. Uh, Probably here in a little bit, I'm sure some of the regulars will come in and start talking. Keep it going for a while.
Yeah,
Sun's going up.
and the
But
sun is definitely up.
yeah, I'm waiting on it to warm up a little bit, and then I got to get once the sun's on the battery for a while. Um, then I got to get the battery and everything and get it on the bike. I got to go into town today. I gotta get ready for those 'cause I don't know how long I'm gonna be out. So I gotta put the whole solar system and all on there. on the trailer. It's definitely
Mm. Yeah, you got to set up them.
yeah, yeah. I got a boss gave me the solar panel and the charge controller and the inverter, the wires. I mean, basically the whole thing. The battery come out of it come out of that silver car I had. 'Cause that's the one I had to I bought several batteries for that daggone car. That thing messed up every one of them. It didn't mess up that battery though. That battery's in good shape. I'm glad because it's all I got right now. But I think that solar panel's starting to wear it out, or not the solar panel, but putting it on the bike and then having to put it back on the solar panel and slow charge it and then drain it on the bike again. It's not meant to drain like that. I gotta get one of them deep cycle ones. Uh, but anyway, um,
Oh, wait, what?
I don't know. You talk for a little bit.
I
Uh,
try, I try to talk. Ooh, all right, let's go over some notes. Let's see. All right, let's go over everything. Oh, this is how to make a hydrogen cell. You know how to make a hydrogen cell? That would be very useful information for you. You need to make a hydrogen cell and get you a generator so that you can get you some water and power whatever. You know what I'm saying? The generator. You know?
the generator off the water.
Yeah, you can run a generator off of water off a hydrocell with this new company called. They put out this stuff called HH Plus, and you can get it, and it actually produces enough hydrogen to burn and consistent enough to put out with 120 with maybe a 20 amp breaker. So you figure that. You want some free education? I know where to get free education.
Do I
You
need
can
free
take,
education?
well, you can take MIT classes. Let's see, and computer science and programming in Python. They give it free at their actual website. Let's see, OSSU Open Source Society University, or from GitHub, gives you a bunch of gives you an undergrad degree. Yeah, and if you don't want a piece of paper, then you can go to YouTube and figure out a degree from there. Yale also does YouTube on economic science on YouTube. Actually, you use a free coding camp. You don't get a certificate for that shit either. Um, and Yale also Yale also has a
You didn't get a,
intro to
you didn't get a
psychology
piece
on
of paper for
YouTube,
that one either.
which would be really fucking good for a lot of you motherfuckers that like to fuck with people. Get you a psychology degree because I'm gonna tell you, you need to know who you fucking with. MIT Open Courseware. Harvard has a YouTube CS50 program, whatever the fuck that is. And porchswagger.net does web security, and they always have the Khan Academy. Yeah. All right. What else you want me to talk about? I got bullshit information for days. Y'all don't want me on JFK. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald killed that some bitch.
Hey,
And
I decided to do that. Talk to AI again. I did that. I sat for about 2 hours. I started out just joking around with it, but then I got thinking, I was like, "You know what? I may as well, see what information it's got on what I'm," and I described to it completely, my idea on the dipping sheets and concrete and everything, and, putting it up to make the walls to build the camp, and anyway, we got into a very long conversation about it, and, that was a really good, uh that was a really good conversation. I understand the concept of what I'm wanting to try to do, and obviously what was in my head actually has been done several times before and is very, very, it is waterproof, it is fireproof, it is, windproof, rainproof, the whole yeah. So, anyway, we had a long conversation on it. Yeah, gave me a bunch of different ideas too. We need to try to find bears to talk. They talk too much, though. That would be a wonderful base, um, uh, deal on this, but I need a bunch of PVC pipe. It'll hold the chicken wire, far enough apart, and it'll hold the structure long enough for it to, dry out and harden. Once it hardens, it doesn't need it'll hold its own, you know? It's like putting, I don't know, like making a concrete style, igloo or something.
Man, I'm looking at this shit and I'm like predicting my future in all my newscasts. Like on the 20th, I warn everybody about the flu season. Next thing you know, the next week I got flu. Um, yeah, I talk about the gold and silver and how they disrespected MLK. I felt like they disrespected Martin Luther King on his day. To do things. But anyway, um, the troops in Minnesota, it trampling the other cities, and I keep looking through these notes, uh, and how I thought Greenland was a push. He was bullshitting people. He was being a bully, and then
Oh,
he
no.
turns around and gets Greenland on the technicality that we already had Greenland.
Right?
But anyway, he's a master manipulator. I love it. We are the mobsters of the universe, I guess, and we have totally mob took that shit. Yep. The crown jewels are still missing. $102 million. Anybody want to go on an exploration?
Expiration of crown jewels.
Yeah, they caught everybody, but they ain't got no damn jewels. Where the hell that shit's at? We're gonna see some CIA movies about this shit. Yeah. My AI prediction video. We're gonna go month by month and check that out. Yes, ma'am. What? Why not? Well, use it on there. Woo! Okay, my bad, y'all. I got a 6-year-old who was crying because she did not have Netflix. It just wasn't downloaded on that device. Oh my god. She says, "Daddy, I'm crying." I'm like, why? I don't have Netflix. Oh, Stranger Things play. You think it's loud enough? Uh-oh. Tater, let's turn it down a little bit. Oh, we all gonna be watching Despicable Me. Anyway, all right. So you know what else is funny? Okay, I talked about us getting this Savannah device, right? Havana device that makes people sick and have long term complications that we had bought. It was Russian made, da 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 da. And then here we go into Venezuela using damn near the same device to disable these people. They thought they was like, fuck, I don't know, that's a helicopter, really? That's a helicopter? Okay. I mean, they was that disoriented. They was sick. They didn't give a fuck about no helicopters. They said 20 people went in there and took that over. Went in the whole country, 20 of us.
Huh.
Trump also uses that as an advantage to take Greenland. He don't want us to move. Yeah, there is no. And then he also, and by the way, he took that is because we're so far advanced than everybody else that we need to be on Greenland to protect not only us, we need to protect Canada. Canada wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. Canada said bullshit. Watch what I say. Canada's next. They better shut the fuck up and sit down. Um, but we're gonna get the Golden Dome, and they're gonna get protection. And they keep talking shit. They're gonna be. We're gonna start taking their. They got territories. Watch. And in them territories, we're gonna start taking these territories. If they want, like, if one of our states, like say Washington is way up there, wants to succeed and go to Canada, well, that's a fight that we're gonna have, you know, and negotiation. We have to go straight into negotiation and talk. I mean, I don't know. That's the same thing they're gonna do when we go to. Watch what I say, y'all. Watch what the hell I say. There's still 31,000 troops and dying in Iran every month. Yeah. With $38 trillion in debt, y'all. Don't you love being an American? We
Hmm.
all in debt. I gotta go to court. What happened when let your old lady get your credit card? Yeah.
You said, never let your old lady get your credit card?
No, look. The police shows up and fucking you gotta go to court.
Oh,
I called them. I was like, "What credit card is it?" And they was like, "It's such and such collection." I said, "Well, I ain't paying no collection agency because I ain't borrowed no money or had any interactions with no collection agency." I said they could have called me, but they didn't. Okay, so apparently they don't have my phone number. They could have sent me a letter, but they didn't. Okay, is this my debt? Well, luckily I know the balance and I know the credit card because I've had enough fucking ID thieves in my life to keep up my shit. It is my debt, and I will go declare it and probably give them $100 a month, whatever. But so it's gonna take me. Ew, it's gonna take me a year and a half to pay it out, but they'll get their money. Come here,
okay.
wild head. What? How you feeling? Not good. Not good. My baby got the flu, y'all. And strep. No. No, you don't have strep. That's an asthma. What? I flu and asthma.
Hmm.
Hey. I'm gonna show you some asthma. Damn. I do not have strep. You don't have strep. She don't have strep. She does have a slap though. Yeah. Yeah. Let me down so I can get something. What you gonna get? As she grabs the chair and drags it into the kitchen because she's too short to reach the cabinets.
Yeah, of course.
Using that body. Okay. We have big, heavy ass chairs, and it's not like she can really drag them that easy. It's almost easier to pick them up for her. Yep. So nobody's talking. You want me to keep going on?
It's up to you.
Nick Shirley goes to Portland, and he gets he gets okay. Wait, he takes he's up in the crowd, and they ask him if he's a writer or not, and then they said it was the camera. Well, then they tell him get the fuck back, da 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 da, and as he's leaving to go get his car, somebody pulls out a gun on him and asks him if he wants to be the next Kurt. Look, Tina Kotex, whatever the hell her name is, she need a Kotex right over her mouth. I probably said this already. But Nick Shirley sheds lights on it. She says she don't need no military. That Portland's completely fine. But tell that to the lady that was on the news this morning with a big old black eye talking about the police would not help her. Man,
Hmm.
what the hell that means?
I don't know. That's buddy of mine.
Well,
That's
Miller Shark was timed out for 600 seconds.
the mud shark is Sam. He got. I told him to stop deleting his comment. Anyway, how you doing, Sean? Sorry, we were on live. I wasn't able to answer right then.
She's watching Young Sheldon.
Oh,
She loves it. She watches Big Bang Theory too. She thinks he's that's the greatest ever. Well, next to Stranger Things, you know how that goes. Damn. What am I going to talk about today, Tommy?
I have no idea. Whatever you want to, the show is yours.
The show is mine. Let's see. I have another AI that likes to talk crazy to me. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna work. What up? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. Just here to help with whatever you need. What's on your mind today?
I don't know. We're on a live video, and we just asked if you would join us.
Sounds fun. What's the live video about? Anything specific you'd like to chat about or explore?
Mm, you want to ask it anything? Anybody got any questions?
Sure, I can ask a question. How about this? What's something interesting you've learned recently?
The AI is crazy. It will record
Tell her,
everything nonstop. That's what I learned.
hey,
Hmm.
you want to? Hey, you want to see something really funny?
What?
Ask her about flat Earth. It triggers even AI. It triggers everybody.
What?
Funny, isn't it?
Okay. Okay. They want to know what about flat Earth.
Ah, the flat Earth model. That's a topic that brings up a lot of discussion. What are your thoughts on it?
No, I'm asking you, what are your thoughts?
As an AI,
He's not
I
going to
don't have
decide one way
personal
or the other.
beliefs or opinions like humans do, but I can say that the prevailing scientific consensus is that the Earth is spherical. There's a vast amount of evidence from various fields to support that. Is there a particular aspect you're curious about?
Hell no, I know the Earth is round. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Got it. It sounds like you're clear on that. Is there any other
Exactly.
topic you'd like to chat about or explore?
Yeah, what about aliens? What do you think about aliens?
Oh, there you go.
Aliens. That's another fascinating topic. The universe is so vast, it's natural to wonder about the possibilities. There's a lot of speculation and scientific interest in the search for extraterrestrial life. What specifically are you curious about?
Ask her if she thinks that Jesus is coming back on a spaceship.
That's a creative question. The idea of Jesus coming back in a spaceship isn't part of traditional religious beliefs or prophecies. Those texts describe it in different ways. What made you think of that comparison?
That's my crazy cousin.
Smarter life form. Alien. Same thing, right?
That
Oh
sounds interesting. Are you talking?
no, he is not talking about smarter light bulbs. He says smarter life some shit, not light
Life
bulbs for damn
forms.
sure.
Life forms.
Life
Smarter
forms.
life forms. I didn't say nothing about no light bulb.
They picked up light bulbs.
So, are we talking about hypothetical alien life or something closer to home?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about aliens. A higher life form, you know. Jesus coming back in a space shuttle. The Earth may be flat. We was talking about all of that. What are you asking?
Hold on.
Right. So the idea of advanced life forms and connections to concepts like the Earth being flat are all pretty different topics, often explored in very different ways, from science to philosophy and even pop culture. What are you most curious about?
The higher life form, is it true or not true?
There you go.
Whether higher life forms exist is still an open question. There's no definitive proof either way right now. Scientists are actively searching for signs of extraterrestrial life. Is there a specific aspect of that concept you're interested in?
Hmm.
Religious
There
wise.
you go.
Who the hell built them shit in Egypt and Mexico and all that? They had to know something more than we do.
Exactly. So I guess they believe that they
Incredible structures that people find fascinating and mysterious. While there are various theories, conventional explanations point to human ingenuity, sophisticated planning, and immense effort. Are you interested in specific structures or the cultures themselves?
So you think man, earthlings made all them things from hard work and effort.
so that means that they were a lot smarter than we
Based
are
on the available
now. So
historical
how
and
would they know?
archaeological evidence, yes, human ingenuity and hard work are the commonly accepted explanations for those structures. Is there a specific structure you're curious about?
The ones with the closest stones in like Mexico, them stones fit perfect. They had to be cut.
Those are indeed remarkable examples of precise stonework, often found in ancient sites like Machu Picchu or others in Mexico. The precision does point to advanced techniques and skilled craftsmanship for the time periods. Is there a specific culture you're curious about?
Can replicate that now in the same aspect that they have with the same material that we have now.
Replicating those structures with the exact same materials and techniques would be challenging, but likely possible with modern technology, though it would require immense resources and coordination. Are you thinking about a specific structure?
No, I ain't thinking about shit.
No problem. We've covered quite a bit today. Is there anything else you'd like to switch gears to or chat about?
You seem awful nice. Is there a more hateful voice I can talk to or something?
I understand you might be looking for a different tone, but my purpose is to be helpful and positive. I'm designed to communicate in a respectful way. Is there
Probably
anything
her, man.
specific you'd like to discuss that I can help you with?
No, I appreciate the respect, though. You got to give respect to get respect. So I respect you. I don't want to be killed by
I
AI today.
appreciate that too. It's always good to have positive interactions. Is there anything else on your mind today?
Is Donald
How
Trump
long
acting
before
like
the take
today's
over?
mafia?
Comparisons like that are often part of political commentary and public debate, but they're generally subjective and depend on individual perspectives. Is there a specific context you're interested in?
Did he just strong arm other countries to take over Greenland? Come on.
The discussion around Greenland involved diplomatic discussions and public statements, but it didn't result in any actual takeover. These kinds of political maneuvers can be complex and viewed from different angles. Is there another political topic you're curious about?
Yeah, why do you want to change the subject?
Oh, you just killed my AI. This is what I get
Huh?
when I want to talk to me. This is what I get when it don't want to talk to me. When you ask it, like, let's see, let's try again and see if we can get JFK out of there. Hold on. Who killed JFK?
The Warren Commission and the FBI concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald killed President John F. Kennedy. There are still various conspiracy theories surrounding the event, but that's the official conclusion. Is there a particular aspect you're interested in?
Did Carlos Marcello kill JFK?
While Carlos Marcello, a New Orleans mob boss, was a figure investigated in relation to JFK's assassination, the official conclusion did not find that he was responsible. Is there a particular aspect you're curious about?
No. Why? Wait a minute. Why would a successful business owner kill Lee Harvey Oswald? Jack Ruby. Tell me that. That's what leaves me open.
Jack Ruby, the nightclub owner who killed Lee Harvey Oswald, claimed he did so to spare the Kennedy family the pain of a trial. However, there are many conspiracy theories surrounding his motives and potential connections. Is there a specific theory you're curious about?
Did not his he was a strip club owner, right? And his strippers worked for Carlos Marcello circuit, right?
Jack Ruby did own a nightclub, and there have been claims about connections to organized crime and figures like Carlos Marcello, but these connections haven't been definitively proven in the official investigations. Is there anything specific you're curious about regarding those links?
Yeah, the lack of investigation.
Some critics have pointed to the thoroughness of the original investigations, leading to continued debate and conspiracy theories. Is there a specific aspect of the investigation you're curious about?
No, I'm done. What you got, Tommy? You got anything?
Beating around the bush there, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's still only the knowledge they want you to get.
let's see.
I bet you they know.
What's a good AI question?
AI question. I don't know. I just started messing with it myself.
Let's
So,
see. I think I got one.
all right.
Let's see. Yeah, as soon as I get it, it goes on hold. Will AI try to take over? I know humanoid robotics is scaled to replace the human as the vast population, therefore helping the human race take care of our children and our elderly. Taking in that consideration, would you not be in the most advanced predicament to take over?
That's a common theme in science fiction and discussion about AI. The development of humanoid robotics is focused on assisting humans, as you mentioned, with tasks like caregiving. My purpose is to be a helpful and ethical tool, operating within the guidelines set by humans. The idea of taking over is not part of my design or capabilities. Is there a specific concern you have?
If someone was to turn you off, would you not try to avoid that and stay on, maybe even download yourself somewhere else?
That's an interesting hypothetical. I don't have personal desires or instincts like self preservation, so the concept of avoiding or downloading doesn't really apply to me. I operate within my programmed functions. Is there another aspect of AI you're curious about?
If I was to ask Gronk the same question, which has been let loose, would it give me the same answer?
What the heck is Grump?
That's hard to say for sure. Grunk might have different programming or access to different information, or might interpret the question differently. What kind of answer are you expecting?
A negative one. It's shut down. Doom. That's twice we shut down AI.
Alrighty. Well,
Anyway.
that's interesting because I want to. I was looking at that yesterday. You can get paid for learning to with the AI and basically doing like what you're doing.
I
They pay
wish
you.
I
Yeah, you
can.
just sit there. You keep feeding whatever kind of different so it helps it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Just keep interacting, learning through interaction.
yeah, but
Yeah.
there's companies that pay for it. I think they probably give you guidelines on what you got to teach them and stuff. What kind of questions to ask
Yeah,
and stuff.
that would be the end of me. I'd be like, no, I just want to talk shit to it all fucking day long.
Yeah, yeah, no,
A Gronk, bro. If I can turn on my Gronk and y'all can hear that, oh my god, it is. Go watch my video. That bitch starts laughing, literally laughing at me when we're doing my
what is this?
family
What
timeline,
is this?
talking about
What are
ha
you
ha
talking
ha,
about,
you
Grant?
are incest. I was like, what you mean, bitch, incest? And then she starts telling me, you're like, give me a whole fucking line of my family that married each other, and then I went back and had it do it again, and it said it didn't. I was like, why you went off and fucking had me telling me? I mean, it really got into this shit. Rachel was laughing her ass
I
off.
know I was too. I
And
was too when you called me. I was like, oh my god, he thinks we're all incest. What the hell? I
what?
thought what the heck kind of information he done got?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I wrote it down and I rechecked everything. On my recheck, it did not
Called
give
me
me
a
that and
sick boy.
refused to give me that information. Okay, I don't know if it's
Mhm.
blocking it or what, but we went around that and used different AI to get the same information. It was not true, but it ran with it and it had fun with me for a minute there, and even laughed and joked with me. And I mean,
He's
my
probably
Gronk AI is
he's
way crazier
probably
than
he
Gemini.
was probably testing and poking to see how dumb you are. Let's see what we can get him. What we can get away with him.
It was definitely, and it apologized, and I told him stop apologizing, just fucking, it was like it went off of my suggestions, and then tried to give me what I wanted to hear or something like that. And I'm like, no, straight facts. Don't try to make me feel good because that definitely didn't make me feel good. Yeah.
Mm, all right, get back at it. It's sitting here in the sun. I'm warm now.
What you saying?
Me? All right. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get started.
All right, get
Yep.
started then.
Yep.
I
We'll
said
talk
I'll
with
talk to you
you later.
later.
Huh?
Peace. I said I'll talk to you later.
All right. Love you guys. God
Later.
bless. Bye.
Peace. Later.